And we are back. Raiders franchise. In the last episode, we won against the Chiefs, where we ended up winning 49-21. This episode, we're going to be playing the Browns, who are 7-9. They are already eliminated from the playoffs, so they have nothing to play for. Or I guess they technically do have an outside chance. They could get the 7 seed if, the Colts lose, the Jaguars lose. Very tough stuff. But I do believe the Colts and Jaguars do play each other, so they do. Unless there's some crazy tiebreaker the Browns can get if the Colts lose, they're out of it. Us, on the other hand, if we win and the Bills lose, there is a chance we are able to get the number 1 seed. We are currently locked in to our seeding at the number 2 seed with the potential to go up to the number 1 seed. I also believe there is a chance we could fall all the way down to the 3 seed. I do believe we beat Tennessee earlier on in the season, though, so we should have the tiebreaker over them and be set. But just on the off chance, we're going to play our starters, see what happens with the Bills game, see what happens with the Titans game. We are Sunday Night Football, so we are the final game that is going to go for this regular season. We are already in the playoffs. We've already clinched our division. It's just a matter of, are we going to be getting a first round bye, or are we going to be, having to suit up for wild card weekend? This is a team for the final time this regular season. I don't imagine much, if anything, will change come playoff time. But, you never know on the off chance that somehow it does. All right, and then the last thing we're going to check is quickly injuries. There is actually 2 incentives going on for this game. We'll quickly talk about one, obviously the playoffs, but the second one is Ashton Genty has a chance to break the all-time rushing record. He currently sits at 2,068. And if we go to the NFL record book, most rushing yards in a season is held by Eric Dickerson at 2,105. So about 40 rushing yards would put us there. We'll see if Ashton Genty is able to get there. He's probably going to get some playing time, even if we find out that Buffalo has won and clinched the 1 seed. Obviously, we want him to get that record. We are probably going to play our starters for the first bit of this game as well, even, like I said, if we find out that Buffalo has already won their game. And they get the first down of Algier. 14 yards of Curtis Samuel. Big pickup and a first down. 6 yards for Algier. 11 yards to Jerry Jeudy. They're moving this football so far. 4-yard rush by Dylan Gabriel. Complete. And a 4th down. The field goal unit's probably going to come out there, and it is. Field goal is good. The downside to this is I actually didn't want to do this kickoff, but I wanted to see the stats, but not able to for some reason. I don't know if it's because of the scoreboard or what. But we might have to just wait until halftime when we see. Back-to-back big plays for Brock Bowers. 7 yards for Genty, and DJ Glaze, our right tackle, injured on the play. 13 yards to Genty for the air. That's a first down. 5 yards. Now it is rushing yards we're going for. We're not going for all-purpose yards. But that pass is intercepted by Grant Delpit. 3 yards for Gabriel, 3rd and 7. 19 yards to David Njoku on a first down. 18 yards to Taylor Delgado. 14 yards to Tim Robertson. They are in the red zone right outside the 10-yard line, actually. So, nearly goal to go. Half a yard separates them from a first down in the end zone, so probably not going to get the first down without getting the touchdown. And what a catch. David Njoku. Beautiful ball. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that one because that was absolutely beautiful. Goes up. 2 feet down, secures it. Yeah, What a catch. So Brown's going to take the early 10-0 lead on us. Six-yard rush by Genty there. 16 yards to Jack Best for a first down. Takes us to the end of the quarter. 5 yards for Genty. 12 yards to Ashton Genty, and we are in the red zone somehow. It's going to be Genty getting the handoff. Going to go absolutely nowhere. Like I said, needs about 40 yards. He is currently at 18, so a little under halfway there. Early on in this second quarter, we'll see, how we manage him. And that's going to be incomplete. Demario Douglas, I believe, the intended target, unable to hold on. 3rd and 10 now from the 17, need to the 7-yard line, obviously. And it's going to be caught. Brock Bowers, 1st and goal, down to the 5. Tough catch there. What a play. And Genty, I don't know if he has a chance at the rushing touchdown title, but I mean, he has a lot of them this year. He gets another one there and another 5 yards to add to his stat line. Yard rush by Algier. Jonathan Culp with the sack. And they get 19 yards from Joku anyway. 5 yards for Algier. 7 for Algier. 4 for Algier. 4 for Gabriel. That threw me off. Algier loses free, so we're going to have to kick the field goal, which is good. 13-7, Browns lead. Will Levis getting involved in the run game. 3rd and 3 now. Will Levis picks it up himself with the legs. Genty for 3 yards. 4 yards for Genty, 3rd and 4. 11 yards to Genty for the air. That's a first down. Why is Genty running off the field? Rome Ford gets... Oh, wow, they're going to give us the first down. That is very generous. We're going to go in slow-mo for the rest of this half. Getting close to the 2-minute warning. Levis all day and runs out of time at about like 7 seconds there. Miles Garrett with the sack. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning where we're facing a 2nd and 17. Back at the 38-yard line, looking at about a 55-yard field goal if yardage was not to change. We got a few yards there. Brock Bowers, 4 yards. 3rd and 13 now. I don't wonder with Genty out there, are we going to go for this or are we just going to try and get some quick yards? Dante Fortin, decent pickup. Could be 4th and short, about 3 yards, but put us well in field goal range. Browns take their first time out, looking to get the ball back. Obviously, we don't know, what's going on with the season. If we can still get the 1 seed, if the Browns can still make the playoffs. And they're going to return this kick. Gets to the edge, down to the 22-yard line. Thought he was going to lose a lot more yardage than he actually did. But, I mean, good return nonetheless. QB rush yards, Dylan Gabriel, 4th in the league so far. Gabriel to throw on first down. It's going to be complete to Jerry Jeudy. Instantly tackled there by Eric Stokes. Pending free agent. We're going to have to remember at the end of this episode before we advance to the wild card to see if we want to re-sign any of our guys. Because if we don't now, then the next time we'll be able to is during the re-sign phase all the way at the pretty much end of the actual season, beginning of the offseason. 3rd and 14 now. We took a timeout after the sack there. Gabriel, only rush free. Checks down. Going to be complete, but well short of a first down. So 4th and medium. They're obviously going to punt here, but we're going to get a chance with the ball back. We're going to have one timeout in 25 seconds at our own 27. Definitely not in our favor, but we're obviously going to try our best, not risk anything too major. You're kidding me. You're actually kidding me. Not going to risk anything too major. That ball is well out, yeah. Well, they have 21 seconds and 2 timeouts. Like, the world is their possibility. Unless they're content with a field goal after seeing what just happened to us. That's insane. Well, you see, the issue with them is they just took a timeout. Which means if they complete this pass or get sacked in bounds, they probably aren't going to have time. And Gabriel does the smart thing and just throws that one away. Obviously, money, very easy kick. Final play of the half, we'll see if they kick it to us or if we're going to get a very deep Hail Mary chance. They do kind of kick it. We're going to go ahead and try and take this one out, see if Sergio Lowell can make some magic happen, which he cannot. So that'll take us to the half where we're going to see how the Buffalo Bills are doing. We first head to Kansas City, where it's the Steelers and Chiefs. Chiefs technically do have a chance as well, assuming, like I said, the tiebreaker can come into effect. It's going to be the Chiefs who win this one, actually, 35-21. We'll see who gets that tiebreaker if all these teams go 8-9. Assuming the Jaguars beat the Colts, that's obviously a big one for all these teams. Ravens, Packers. Don't know the playoff implications for the NFC. All I know is we want the Commanders to lose because we have their draft pick, their first rounder. It's going to be Jaden Reed and the Packers, though, getting the win, 23-13. And finally, Rams, Cardinals, 5-11, 6-10. Might have some draft positioning, implications, but nothing for the playoffs. It's going to be Kyren Williams getting the handoff, makes a man miss. 31-0. Not even close. Rams win that one. It's not even going to show us the games. That's heartbreaking. The fumble at the very end, obviously a very fatal mistake. Allowed them to get a field goal. Genty, 7 for 71. So as it stands, he has the record. However, like I said, we don't know how Buffalo did, so we're going to keep our starters out there. Stat pad as well, I guess. Sergio Lowell back there to get the kick. Absolutely decked. Oh my goodness. Ooh, it's on fast. Almost made a mistake there. All right, let's get underway. 3 yards for Genty there. And we're going to go free now. That's embarrassing. Great way to start the half, guys. Although, decent punt down at the 10. And they're going to end up punting it. We get sacked. Are you kidding me? 24 yards of bounds. Good pickup there. Bird and 7. It matters into my own hands. If I miss this kick, then I'm nervous. Yeah. 16-13 now. The Browns still lead, but the inch closer to their score. Kevon Falk gets a pickup and then a penalty on Andrew Voorhees, I believe I saw. 3rd and 15 now. And they get 16 yards to Curtis Sample. Oh, we just keep getting them these 2nd and 3rd and longs, and they just find a way to convert. We're going to go ahead and hop in slow-mo. I know I exited out early. I thought they were at the 19, not the 29, but we'll just watch it anyway. And it's a decent run. Good hit. 3 yards for Algier. Second down. We're checked down. Only manages 3 yards as well. So now 3rd and 4. Gabriel to run. What a throw. Complete. Big Njoku. And that's going to bring up 1st and goal. I know they can get a 1st down. They're not getting the 1st down. Right? That spot is abysmal. He was inside of the 10. Harry Wilson falls for pressure. You've got to be kidding me. And Dylan Gabriel able to get away because of that. Went to backup, which I respect. That was actually a smart play by him. Walk down and check down. And they go quarterback keeper with Dylan Gabriel. He's going to manage to get about 3 yards. 3rd and 7 now. And Gabriel, all day, we are just not getting a good pass rush. I see why he has good scrambling yards now. (23-13) to score. And the audio is glitched, so we're going to go ahead hop into slow-mo for just one play. 2nd and 5 now. The Browns fans are loud and proud, obviously, going against a top contender in the AFC. And they are up by 10 late in this 3rd quarter. Genty calling him a little boy. But it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. We obviously aren't going to watch that from our own 39. Will Levis picks it up. And we're going to do absolutely nothing, and we punt it for a touchback. 4 yards for Dylan Gabriel. 3rd and 6. 26 yards to Jerry Jeudy. See, we just allow these big plays. Nine yards to Curtis Samuel. I mean, they're up 10. If they get a touchdown, I think it's game over. I think we put the backups in. Just accept, hey, we're going to lose this game and, not further risk any injury. and they recover it. Are you kidding me? Absolutely decimated them, but they somehow recover. And a little confusion there. Two guys right next to each other, 3rd and 21. They literally had to get a touchdown. I mean, it's yet again they're out like the inch-yard line, and we get pressure, and Tyree Wilson brings him down. About a 40-yard field goal attempt, 41 yards. Kick is good. Gonna make it a 13-point game, 26-13. Nine-yard rush by Genty. 6 yards for Genty. I like this idea. Give him the ball, stat pad. Brock Bowers with a big play in the first down. 3rd and 6 for Will Levis. Obviously, gotta go for it. Game on the line. 4 minutes remaining. And Myles Garrett, he's just that good. We had Genty as the check down, but I mean, look at this. Absolutely bullies our guy. I mean, Genty's wide open. That's just heartbreaking. 4 yards for Curtis Samuel on a rush. 6 yards for Tim Robertson. 3rd and inches. And they pick it up, and that is probably the dagger there. Out of timeouts. 9 yards for Algier. 2nd and 1. First down there. 4 yards for Algier. And they can just kneel it. Yeah. We'll go ahead and watch these kneel play out. We got dog walk from start to finish. I mean, Will Levis played absolutely abysmal. Dylan Gabriel played like the next coming of Tom Brady. And combined with Lamar Jackson. 17 for 30. 177, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Rushing, Genty. 12 for 53 and a touchdown. He does get the record, not by a lot, but he does get it. Oh, Levis obviously with the fumbles. Well, Bowers had a good game. Genty had a good game in the receiving category. No one really stood out, though, as the receivers. Blocking, Jackson Powers Johnson obviously allowing that huge sack on Myles Garrett on the 4th down. 14 tackles for Matt Royster, 10 for Eric Stokes. 2 tackles for Ross for Tyree Wilson, Kyle Hamilton, and Max Crosby. A sack for Max Crosby, Jonathan Culp. Half a sack for Tyree Wilson, Matt Royster. And then we had the forced fumble by Jared Frazier. Kicking was perfect. And I don't really care about punting, I'm going to be honest. Just a bad way for the season to end, really. Regular season wise, we have a new injury. Go ahead and see who that is, see how bad it is. DJ Glaze. He is going to be out until the Super Bowl. If we make the Super Bowl, he'll come back. So that's probably why Jackson Powers Johnson allowed that sack. He was playing right tackle in place of DJ Glaze, which we're going to go ahead and have to adjust. Here's our move we're probably going to make. How good is Cole Miller? Cole Miller's pretty good. We're going to slide Charles Grant up to left tackle. And we're going to move Colton Miller up to the right tackle. And then with that being said, we're also going to move Jackson Powers Johnson back up in guard. All right. That is how this game is going to end this season, regular season. We're going to go ahead and look at our negotiations, see if we can extend anyone we're interested in. DJ Glaze, maybe. We're definitely not going to jump to conclusions on that one. We do have plenty of cap space, though, if we would like to bring him back. Obviously, Ashton Genty, we're going to accept that option on. As for everyone else, though, I think I'm content letting everyone walk. Maybe we bring back Eric Stokes or Tyree Wilson after seeing what their offer is after this year. But DJ Glaze, I mean, I definitely do like him. I think he would be a good player to have. Throw in a 3-year deal, maybe. Definitely expensive, but we can't afford it. He's gonna elect to decline, which sucks. But everyone else, like I said, I'm content. Maybe Tyree Wilson, we throw a. I mean, he's very interested. Throw a 1-year deal out there, maybe. Okay, yeah, he's gonna decline that. But I think we stay on what we have now. I think Dylan Parham probably is gonna walk. We do have all these young linemen. We kind of have to get out there. So we are obviously going to be the 2 or 3 seed, depending on what happened. We're gonna go ahead and advance week, see where we are seated at. We're gonna go ahead and check the playoff picture, see if Washington made it. That's gonna be a big one. Hopefully they didn't. Hopefully they lost as well. Washington is not in there, so that's good. We're gonna be playing the Raiders, or we're the Raiders. We're gonna be playing the Colts at 8 and 9. We do get the 2 seed. Buffalo won, so it didn't matter regardless. So the Colts, even with the loss, get in over all the tiebreakers. Genty with 2,121 rushing yards. We're going to go ahead and check that out. And there it is. The new rushing touchdown leader. Joe Burrow, by the way, throws for nearly 6,000 passing yards. If only he wasn't playing, we probably would have won MVP with Genty. But yeah. All right, so we represent the 2 seed. Quick look up at the playoff picture. No one else in our division makes it. Little battle between the Bengals and Steelers in the wild card. That should be fun. Looking over at the NFC. All right. And then last thing we're gonna check is uh, Washington's pick, which is 16. Not very good. Definitely could look to trade with it. Of course, we also have Buffalo's second round pick, which ended up being quite literally the worst possible pick. But anyway, that is going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I'll see you guys next time for Wild Card Weekend, where we can hopefully win our third playoff game of the series. 3 years in, we've made it every year. Hopefully, we can actually win this one. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.